Welcome to today's screencast where we will customize the workflow and menu buttons in the front panel simulator. Let's say we're presenting to a particular client that uses Google Apps. We can customize the simulator to be more accurate to what their experience with the device and software will be. Not only are we going to change these icons on the welcome screen, but we're going to have to make some changes to these workflow buttons in the simulator as well. So to change the icons on the welcome screen and the workflow buttons, we're going to go into the icons folder. And there's two sets of icons for the welcome screen and workflow buttons. The welcome screen buttons are labeled Home Large and Email Large, and the workflow buttons are Email and Home. The difference is that the Home Large and Email Large are 48 by 48 pixels, and the workflow buttons are 32 by 32 pixels. Because the simulator will only display images with these existing file names, we're going to rename our Gmail and Google Docs images to Email and Home. This way, when the simulator tries to display the home icons or email icons, they'll show our Google Apps icons instead. So let's start off by changing all of these existing ones to Email Copy, Email Large Copy, Home Copy, and Home Large Copy. Then we can change Gmail to Email Large, Email, Google Docs to Home Large, and Home. So now that we've got all of our imagery taken care of, let's change the verbiage on the welcome screen and the labels on the buttons. This is the config.xml file, which is the instructions for the simulator and how we're going to change the text. What we first need to do is make a copy of the config file as a backup in case we mess anything up. You can see I've already done that here and named the file config copy. So let's open our config file with the notepad and locate the main section, which controls the welcome screen. That's it right here. To change the scan to email description, we need to locate scan to email, which is here in description 1. And we'll make this send to Gmail. And then our home is here under description 2, and we need to convert that to Google Docs. So we'll say send to Google Docs. That's all for the welcome screen section. Now we need to locate the workflow button descriptions and change those. They're a little further down here. In the create start variables section, you see it says scan to email. We need to change that to Gmail. It says scan to home folder. We need to change that to scan to Google Docs. We've got one more as well. In scan to fax, it references scanning a copy to email. We need to change that to say Gmail. So let's locate that under scan to fax variables. You see it says send copy to email, send copy to Gmail. Alright, now let's save our config file and see if our changes are showing up correctly. So far so good. Our welcome screen is accurately customized, so let's start the demo and see if our workflows are showing up correctly. And they are. Now we can show our client exactly what their experience will be like when scanning to Gmail, scanning to Google Docs, and sending a copy of their fax to Gmail. That concludes this screencast on how to customize the menu and workflow buttons on the front panel simulator for Xerox.